All right, let's get real. What actually makes a man notice a woman instantly? Not just a quick glance, but that moment where he really sees you. No, it's not just about looks. It's about something way deeper, something psychological, something magnetic. And today, we're diving into the 5 most irresistible traits that trigger a man's attention like that. Snaps fingers. It's all backed by psychology, and I promise you, once you understand these traits, you'll start noticing the shift in how men react to you. So let's get into it. Now let me tell you a little secret most people don't realize. Men are hardwired to notice certain things that go way beyond just physical attraction. It's about energy, presence, and subtle psychological cues that make a woman absolutely unforgettable. And trust me, once you embody these traits, it's not just men who will notice you, everyone will. All right, let's start with something unexpected. Imagine walking into a room, not trying too hard, not seeking attention, but instantly heads turn. Why? Because you own your space. That's called presence. Men don't just notice a woman because she's beautiful. They notice a woman who carries herself like she knows she's got something special. It's in the way she walks, the way she holds eye contact, and even the way she takes a sip of her coffee. It's confidence, but not the loud, look-at-me kind. It's the quiet, effortless kind. The kind that says, I know my worth, and I don't need to prove it. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Psychology tells us that people are naturally drawn to those who make them feel something, and one of the most powerful things you can make a man feel: curiosity. Have you ever met someone who wasn't overly available, who had this mysterious energy about them? Someone who didn't spill their whole life story in the first 5 minutes? That's magnetic, because when you don't reveal everything at once, you create a sense of mystery. And mystery makes people want to know more. Now let's talk about something that most people overlook, but it's one of the biggest game changers: authenticity. Men, and honestly everyone, are drawn to people who are unapologetically themselves. You know why? Because authenticity is rare. In a world full of filters and fakeness, someone who is real is like a breath of fresh air. It's not about trying to be perfect. It's about being comfortable in your own skin, about embracing your quirks. Because when you're real, people feel it. And that's incredibly attractive. Here's another thing that makes a man instantly take notice: a woman who listens, and I mean really listens. Most people are just waiting for their turn to talk, but when you actually listen, when you lean in, make eye contact, and respond in a way that shows you get him, it creates an instant connection. It makes a man feel seen, and when a man feels seen, he can't help but notice you. And finally, let's talk about energy. You ever notice how some people just light up a room? It's not about what they wear or how they look, it's their energy. Positive, warm, inviting. Men are naturally drawn to women who bring good energy. It's the way you laugh, the way you carry conversations, the way you enjoy life. When you radiate that energy, people can't help but gravitate toward you. So there you have it. It's not about trying too hard. It's not about being the most beautiful woman in the room. It's about something deeper: presence, mystery, authenticity, genuine listening, and energy. When you embody these traits, men will notice you, not just for a moment, but in a way that sticks. So next time you step into a room, don't worry about looking perfect. Focus on being that magnetic, unforgettable woman. Trust me, it works. All right, let's talk about something we've all wondered at some point. What actually makes a man notice a woman instantly? Is it her looks, her outfit, maybe the way she does her hair? Well, here's the truth. It's none of those things. Sure, attraction plays a role, but the things that make a man truly take notice, that make him look at you and think, wow, there's something about her, those things go way beyond physical appearance. They're psychological, they're magnetic, and once you understand them, you'll start noticing a shift in how men react to you. So let's dive deep into these irresistible traits, the ones that instantly grab a man's attention, whether he realizes it or not. Now, here's something most women don't realize. Attraction isn't just about looking good, it's about how you make a man feel. Men, just like women, are drawn to energy, presence, and subtle psychological triggers that create an emotional response. And that's exactly why some women can walk into a room and without saying a single word, they command attention. It's not magic, it's psychology. And once you master these traits, you'll start noticing how men not only look at you differently, but feel differently around you. Okay, let's start with something that completely changes the game. Imagine you're at a cafe. You see a man sitting across from you. He glances up, notices you, and for some reason his gaze lingers just a little longer than usual. Why? Because you're not just there, you're present. Presence is one of the most powerful things a woman can have. It's not about being the loudest person in the room or trying to get attention. It's about the quiet confidence that says, I belong here. Psychology tells us that people who are fully present, who aren't distracted, fidgeting, or constantly on their phone, naturally draw more attention. Because when you're present, you're engaging. And that energy, it's magnetic. And let's talk about something even more powerful, mystery. Now, this isn't about playing games or being distant just for the sake of it. It's about not revealing everything at once. Think about it. What happens when you meet someone and they instantly tell you their whole life story? It feels overwhelming, right? There's nothing left to discover. But when someone gives you just enough to spark curiosity, that's when you lean in. That's when you want to know more. Men love a woman who keeps a little mystery. It's not about being secretive. It's about letting things unfold naturally, leaving space for curiosity, for anticipation. And when a man is curious about you, that's when he can't stop thinking about you. Now let's talk about something that so many women overlook: authenticity. Because let's be honest, there's nothing more attractive than a woman who is completely, unapologetically herself. You know why? Because in a world where so many people try to fit a mold, authenticity stands out. Men don't just notice a woman who looks good, they notice a woman who feels good in her own skin. The kind of woman who isn't trying to impress, who isn't trying too hard, but who is just herself. And trust me, that is unforgettable. And here's another secret that most people don't realize. One of the fastest ways to make a man notice you, actually listen to him. Sounds simple, right? But you'd be surprised how rare it is. Most people are just waiting for their turn to talk. But when you really listen, when you lean in, hold eye contact, respond in a way that makes him feel heard, that's when you create a connection that sticks. Because at the end of the day, people don't remember what you said as much as they remember how you made them feel. And when you make a man feel seen, when you make him feel understood, he will remember you. And finally, let's talk about energy. This one is huge. You ever notice how some people just light up a room? It's not because they're the most attractive person there. It's because of their energy. Men are naturally drawn to positive, radiant energy. It's the way you laugh, the way you move, the way you enjoy life. Because here's the thing, attraction isn't just about what you look like. It's about how you make people feel when they're around you. And when you bring good energy, when you radiate confidence, warmth, and playfulness, people can't help but want to be around you. So let's recap. What makes a man instantly notice you? It's not about looks, it's not about being the loudest in the room. It's about presence, owning your space, being fully engaged, mystery, leaving just enough unsaid to spark curiosity, authenticity, being unapologetically yourself, listening, making people feel seen, energy, bringing a vibe that makes People want to be around you. Master these and trust me, men will notice. And not just for a moment, but in a way that sticks. If you love this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I've got tons more psychology-backed insights coming your way.